see me? We good? Thank y'all for tuning in. The best day of the week. I might have to change the time. Cause y'all scarce now. Oh, y'all can't see me? Wait, hello, wait. Let me adjust my chair. Hopefully it goes up. What about now? Is that better? Is that better? My positioning, is it a bit better? Say yay or nay. Better, yay. It is all good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. First, thank y'all for tuning in, joining. I'm saying tuning, mean join, tuning. Thank y'all for tuning in. The best day of the week. This is literally my podcast to bring light, love, and lessons as the sunflower that I am. And I just love to come on here and talk about anything from relationships, business. We can see you looks a little distorted. Ooh, is the reception bad, y'all? We not want it. We want everything to be fire. Are we good? I do not want it to be distorted or pixely. I want it to be able to be seen. I want it to be able to be heard so that I can give y'all the scoop of the day, the message of the day, the word of the day, and the wordplay of the day, because that's what best day of the week is about. I hope that whatever day you watch this, that it brings you enlightenment, entertainment, and encouragement. Y'all know I am just this sunflower that just has a gift of gab, and I like to come on here and give y'all some nuggets. So the numbers did drop from viewers. So am I distorted, or you guys can see me well? And can you hear me? And of course, I always say, I got on Chloe tonight. That's the cologne that I'm wearing tonight. I smell good. I look good. I'm rocking my red 2019 wig still for the new year. And what I'm drinking tonight, I'm actually cleansing. So I'm juicing. I am drinking right now in this hour, Mango Sea Buckthorn. It is a vegan juice, botanicals, and it has apple, cucumbers, mango, apricot, lemon, all of that good stuff. This is a women-owned, vegan friendly, and it's called Lemon Kind. If you are interested, I can send you the link. One day I'm gonna get paid for this stuff, okay? And literally, I told y'all the track that I was playing was from my producer, Hurston Milton. I do have some music coming soon and a theme song, so stay tuned for that. And let's get started, because I started late, and I tell y'all, one of the things that I will be talking about tonight is just really forfeiting your purpose. And sometimes that comes with frustration and fears. And sometimes, because I am a perfectionist, I feel like I procrastinate a lot. And that's a real vice. That is also one of the biggest things that forfeits us to do things, because we have to have everything in order. But sometimes you just got to do it afraid. Start where you are. And that's why I started this podcast. Just as I am, where I am, with what I have, and my vision for it to grow. So y'all know, I do need to say this. I finally posted my first episode on YouTube for playback. That first episode was the last Monday of last year, 2021, and it was called The Gift. I gave y'all some techniques of how to prepare your gift, and it's called, the method is called wrap. So that was the wordplay of the day then. And then last week, it was amazing as well. That was the first Monday of the year. I will have the replay for that as well very, very, very soon. So look for that. I have the articles that will be ready now. I finally published the article. So for those who like to read as well, thank you. You can actually purchase the article for literally only $1 on my website. For those that like to read and have something tangible. Y'all gonna have to excuse all of this. Grateful that I don't have crazy symptoms, but my son doesn't know. But we have the flu, the one they call Rona. And we've been quarantining. We've been staying safe. We've already kind of contacted folks that we had been in contact with in the last week. I wasn't really going to say much about it, but I feel fine. I feel great. Just waiting for clearance to, again, y'all know I'm self-employed. I work from home, but I'm so ready for Zay to go back to school because I'm doing my work and doing his at home. And then when he's not doing work, he be loud in his room. So I just have to give y'all transparency. The congestion is still there. Everything else totally gone. I'm just grateful to still be with the post. That means God still got a plan. So I'm going to sip a little bit my juice. I started my detox today. Some of them are okay. But let me tell y'all what I got. So the focus today is about the word self. Yes, I'm so grateful. The focus today is about the word self, y'all. And I kind of want to talk about, first of all, let me just talk about something funny. Let me just break the ice really quick. Let me break the ice. I posted a story earlier about Fabuloso. So my environmentalist tech who comes and treats my yard and the home for insects and things of that nature. Right before he left, he was like, hey, do you use Fabuloso? And I'm like, no. He was like, oh, good, great. I'm so happy you don't, because most of us do. And like me, he was like, I was boiling mine. And he was like, I just want to let everybody know, you know, anybody that I know that's using it, or if you know anyone, tell them to stop using it, because it actually produces pheromones that attracts roaches and rats. I was like, oh my God. Now, I used to be a Fabuloso fan years ago. I literally had an apartment on Kirkman, and I stopped using it when I got pregnant with Zay. Like, it was just something about it that I hated. It just didn't do well with my nose, my hormones, and I stopped Fabuloso. So I have not picked up Fabuloso in almost 10, 11 years. But for those who do use Fabuloso, stop using it, because apparently it attracts, when you boil it, I guess that's the key, it attracts roaches and like infestation of rats and all that type of stuff. So y'all, I don't know. I just had to put that out there, like, nasty. Okay. So I just had to get it out of the way. That was the laugh of the day. Okay. No more Fabuloso. Okay. Because you're going to have Faburocho and Ratso. Okay. And that will not be fabulous at all. So, scoop of the day. Y'all know I got to give y'all some light on relationships. And I want to reference this show, right? I think we talked about Insecure last week. And then the show that I want to kind of spread some light on is actually Sisters on BET. Y'all know the Tyler Perry show. Now, disclaimer, I am not an avid watcher. Like, I don't, I didn't even know what season it was on. And I'm not belittling or, you know, it's good to see a show with, you know, Black women like this and real situations. I'm just not soapy, and I don't like certain overly dramatic storylines and twisting. I just be like, what? Now, don't get me wrong, because I am a super mom, sometimes I do like to watch things that will kind of take me out of my world. That's why I love movies. I love watching movies because I feel like I'm in that world for that hour, 30 minutes or 2 hours. So I'm definitely an avid movie watcher, movie goer, all of that. Love movies, popcorn movies, okay? But when it comes to TV, I'm not so great. Like, y'all can give me Shark Tank and The Voice and I'm good. So, like, that's it. Like, if it's really educating me, inspiring me, then absolutely. The numbers are dropping. Do I have good reception? Awkward. Just let me, y'all give me maybe like some likes or some hearts if we're good. But, and again, that's fine. We can always replay and I'll readjust time. But you literally are here for a purpose, on purpose, if you're here to watch. But I just want to make sure that I'm not buffering or pixely, distorted, any of that. Want to get the message across in the right vision. So, back to Sisters on BET. Okay. So, y'all, I literally started back tapping in when this new character arrived named Fatima. And then I started seeing different clips and I'm like, okay, let me see what she about. Because I had reasons why I didn't watch it, all of that. But her and Zach has become this new thing. Like they're this new item. They call them Zatima together, Zach and Fatima. And actually there are talks about them having a spinoff on BET Plus or something like that. I think it's a different app. But the reason why, remember I told y'all the word for today is self. And I think in relationships, it's so important to know your self-worth, respect, and value. And just a little bit about this couple. Zach was with Karen and the relationship was just a mess. She kind of treated him, poorly, treating him like a kid, didn't give him the respect. And then it's like now that he's met Fatima, it's so cool to see more healthier relationships on TV. It doesn't have to always be drama, right? We know that the drama effect is what's going to make people watch and get the viewers. But it's just good to see this duo. I think it's healthy. I think it really truly shows a woman valuing a black man. And I just love to see the twist that I'm seeing. So that kind of made me watch it more because I was tired of all of the drama and all of the crazy, tragic, havoc stuff that was going on. So I think it's so important that, you love on your men, love on your black men, especially black men. Now, I know I'm not belittling any other race or any other kind, but I truly believe that black men have been slaughtered and they've been depicted, and there's been a lot of misconception on how they are when it comes to the media and the news and society and overall. So it kind of takes me back to 5 Ways to Love a Black Man. And I did a podcast about 2 years ago, specifically about how to love a black man. And that is 1, respect him, support him, speak life into him, pray for him, and be honest. So I won't go through all the whole processes. You can, I can share that link if you guys want it, but literally a simple 18-minute audio that I did on 5 Ways to Love a Black Man. So I just love to see that self-worth and that respect and that value being pushed and portrayed on BET on this particular series drama, because I wasn't seeing it. And they also show biracial relationships and all types of things when it comes to church and all of that. So it's really, really good. At first I was just like, I can't get into it. Acting weird, storyline, the cinema looks kind of weird. But I gave it a try because of this particular couple. And it's cool to hear that they possibly have a spinoff. So speaking of self and a spinoff, let me spin over to business. Y'all know I give my business insight. And this is still the scoop of the day. So first, tell me if you watch the show Sisters. I just want to know, give me some input on that if you do. I would love to hear your, your take on that, and just what you think about the show. What are your reviews? Sip. Okay. Now, I'm going to pivot over to business. You said not yet. I'm going to pivot over to business. And because we're honing in on the word self, S-E-L-F, let's talk about self-employment and the pros and cons until I get to the main message of the day. So pros and cons, we already know that, being self-employed, meaning working for yourself, producing for yourself, organizing, and literally managing your own business to bring streams of income. And the pros is you can literally make your own hours. There are also cons. Those hours can be long because you don't have a traditional 9 to 5 where you're set on a clock, whether it's your salary or hourly. When you work for yourself, you work longer hours, late night, early mornings. Some cons, some pros can be, you can define your own work environment. You can work wherever and whenever you want, whether it is at the comfort of your own home, Wi-Fi and a dream, hello. Or, working, some people work at the mall with their laptop and that's it. Or, having a brick and mortar and having your own office and space. So you create your own work environment. You don't have to worry about policies. If you want to eat on your desk, you can. If you want to eat popcorn at 10 a.m., you can. If you want to have your burrito tacos every day instead of Tuesdays, you can, because you create your own work environment. Now, there also still are some cons. You are alone in that work environment because you are self-employed. Now, some people thrive off other people's energy. They like to have a lunch buddy. They like to be around people. That's cool. You may not thrive or really like to be self-employed because of that particular con, because it's like, oh my God, I'm by myself. I don't really know what to do. I want to see some people. I've had moments like that. Like times when I was working for a corporate job and then I would have days I would work from home as a telecommunicator. I would be like, oh my God, my lunch buddy. Things like that. So, you have your pros and cons. Another pro actually is choosing the work you want to do. When you are self-employed, you can decide what field you want to dominate, what field you want to really soar in. Depending on the trade skills or collegiate background that you have, you are able to decide that because you are self-employed. You are not forced to, work in the healthcare system, or you are not forced to work in a warehouse because it's not a 9-to-5 and someone else's mission and business model. Another con is you're doing it all yourself. Although you get to decide what you want to do, you have to do it all yourself. And I'm in that boat right now. I'm doing it all myself. Y'all, working in the same industry for about 17 years and literally saying bye-bye. I gave myself a 6-month transition. I did it last November. I'm grateful. I literally had one of my investor friends. She's a VP of a bank. She actually contacted me today and was like, hey, so how is, although it hasn't even been shy of 2.5 months, but she's like, how is, entrepreneur, self-employment? Like, she's like, you're like the third person that's really close to me that have made this jump. And she's like, y'all motivate me. I really want to do it. Like, it's not for everybody, but it is definitely liberating. It's comfortable. You are free to do as you please, but yes, you do have to work hard. And I'm going to end with one pro is you're always learning. You never stop learning as a self-employed. Now, what is amazing about that is I am an avid learner. I can research when I want to. I can deep dive when I need to. I can literally do process of impact analysis, anything that I want to research and what I want to focus and hone in on. I can do that all the time, and I'm always learning. I think even in a 9-to-5 structure, always keep yourself to be open to learning. Be open-minded. Never put yourself in a position that you can't learn anything new. So I think that will continue to always feel, your wheels to keep flowing and running if we continue to be learners and never stop learning, continue to take information in, do things, and it will be very good for you. So let's slide on to the message of the day. Are we good? Okay. So we talked about self-value, self-worth, and respect in relationships. And we talked about self-employment when it comes to the business aspect, the pros and cons. Sip. Y'all, this juice is not all that great, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay. All right. The message of the day. I literally have to always start with a question. Have you ever been clouded, foggy, frustrated? Yes or no? Like, have you ever been frustrated, just wreaking havoc, like don't know? It's like your brain is like autopilot or something and you don't know like what is going on or what's next or what to do. I've been there. So as I was taking my notes and really getting this downloaded in my system, it's because we're so busy becoming information junkies. We're taking in so much information and haven't had time to actually apply what is respectively for you. It's a new year, but I'm not clear. I don't know where to start. I have this to do. I don't want to do what I did last year because I didn't accomplish what I needed to. So now I am so clouded. I'm so foggy. I'm so confused. I don't even know what to do. Let me tell y'all where y'all at. Some of us are on the flight of frustration. Yep. Or the cruise of confusion. Like you literally checked in. Or you very well may be on the train of tragedy. I don't know which one you're on, whether you're on that flight, that cruise, or that train. Because remember, everyone booked and was all for it when you were riding along to go to paradise. But they abandoned you the moment you were into pain and you felt alone, y'all. So it's literally like, it's so time to get off. You have to get off and cancel the trip. It's time to go. All the rooms are vacant. There is no availability for you. You have to get off the flight of frustration. You have to get off the cruise of confusion. You have to get off the train of tragedy. Get off. Abandon ship. Abort. Check, please. I got to go. It is time for self-inventory and self-checkout. You have the power to unpack your own baggage. And it's so important that you do that. So self-inventory is extremely important. And a lot of people don't. They always talk about their environment or people or certain things, right? But sometimes you could be the reason why you're in the situation that you're in. You could be the reason why you're clouded and foggy. So self-inventory is basically, you have to ask yourself direct questions about personal interests, values, symptoms, behaviors, traits, and just overall personality type. Now, in order for you to check yourself before you wreck yourself, you have to ask yourself, what am I doing? What am I doing? That's question number one. What am I doing? What am I doing? Like, I did this before. I'm frustrated again. I wrote the goals down. I didn't do it. I beat myself up. I didn't do it. Then the second question is, where am I going? While you're en route, while you're in pursuit of this frustration, this confusion, this tragedy that is about to happen, ask yourself, what am I doing? Where am I going? And lastly, how did I get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. How did you get here? How do we even get here? That's the self-inventory check. That's that self-checkout. That's like, hold up, let me unpack my baggage. What am I doing? Where am I going? And how did I get here? You have to ask yourself that. So now it's time to do what? Check your GPS. Your guide to purpose system. Yep, GPS. Guide to purpose system. Check it, literally. Whatever you need to check it on, check your guide to purpose. Am I on the right trajectory, the right route to my purpose? That's the system that you're using. It's guiding you to your purpose. GPS. Do you have the right reception? Meaning, am I ready and in the right place, in the position to receive? That's what receptivity is. That's what reception is. Am I receptive to the environment that needs to feed me so that I can get out of frustration, get out of this foggy place, this clouded place, this cloud of confusion? Have I literally checked my reception? Perhaps you have bad reception. That's why you can't get into your GPS. That's why you can't get your guide to your purpose system. Another thing is, do you have the right provider? You may have AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, whoever that may be. I think AT&T is Sprint at this point. But my thing is, do you have the right provider? Who is your master? Who do you serve and who is serving you? So in order for you to check your GPS, you have to first clarify if you have the right reception. Am I readily available to receive in the right position? Think about when you're trying to have the right reception. You don't have enough signals, or you got 3G, you want 5G. Do I have the right reception? Am I in the right position to receive what needs to be downloaded for me to get out of the cloud of confusion or the fight of frustration? Okay. So the next thing was, do you have the right provider? We think because of reception and we're thinking of a device, right? We're thinking immediately, your phone provider. But the provider that I am referring to is your master. Do you have the right provider that is restoring you and giving you and helping you serve your purpose? Do you have the right provider? The next question is, when you have to check your GPS, is, are you working from the right device? Is it even compatible? Can it even hold the GPS? Can it even hold the system that your purpose is contained in? Do you have the right tools, meaning the device? Do you have the right principles that you follow? Do you have the right books that gives you steps? Do you have the right device, meaning the actual substance that is containing your purpose? So I already asked you, are you in the right position with reception? Do you have the right provider? You're serving the right master and receiving from it. Are you working on the right device? What is containing it? You know, you can think of a tablet, you can think of an iPad, a phone, might be LG, might be Apple. But do you have the right device, the right container, the amount of storage is so important of what it has to contain for you to carry out. And then lastly, better yet, is it just simply a user error? Is it a user error? Meaning it is nothing wrong with your system. It is nothing wrong with your GPS. You have the right reception. You have the right provider. You have the right device, but you have a user error. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to use it. So you're causing all the error and the confusion. Self-inventory. Remember I said that, you guys. So remember, do you have it all, but haven't actually gave it a try? Do you have it all and have yet to practice? Because remember, practice makes permanent. It doesn't make perfect. It makes permanent. So in order for you to get out of that flight of frustration, that cruise of confusion, and that train to tragedy, check your GPS system. That's self-inventory right off the bat. Am I receptive? In the right position to receive the downloaded guide to my purpose? Do I have the right provider? Mission, morals, whys? Why are you doing what you're doing? Do I have the right device? Do I have the right substance that will contain it? The right model, the right version? Is it updated? Is it available to do what all the tricks and trades that I need because what I have to carry out? Is it ready to do that? And am I just having a simple user error? I need to practice more. I need to apply it. I need to stop taking in information, downloading, saving, archive. Now you're running out of space and you haven't even applied anything. That's like the application, right? Stop being information junkies and be application addicts. Apply something. So all you have to do is enter the destination and it will take you there. Your GPS will get you on the path to purpose. The path to purpose. All you need to do is enter in. Enter in. Is this making any sense? Anybody following this? Enter in. Enter in. Just like you enter in your destination on your GPS, in your device, under your provider, it's going to give you what, y'all? Y'all already know. Once you do that, what is it going to give you? The directions. It's going to give you the instructions. Come on. It's going to get you step by step where you need to go. How are you going to get there? Oh, and there's more. It's even going to tell you when you're going to arrive. It's going to tell you pitfalls. It's going to tell you detours. It's going to tell you even a shortcut. Woo! That's so good. So good. And remember that you are only riding in your own lane. Stay in your own lane. Stop trying to do what everybody is doing. Because I'm telling you right now, comparison is a thief of joy. It will snatch joy away from you if you continue to compare yourself to others. Just because this person is doing that, I want to do that. Well, I wonder what they're doing. Well, such and such have, 200 people on theirs. I just started this. I'm okay. It's going to feed whoever it needs to feed. Never think about what others are doing. Self-inventory. Check your own reception. Check your own provider. Check your own reception. Check your own device. Check the manual. Am I like faulting myself because I don't know what I'm doing? Okay? So remember, if you stay on that flight of frustration, it will forfeit your future and your fortunes. It will delay your plans. It will delay the promise. It will delay your promise. It will delay the plans and your purpose. And fear will paralyze you. So don't allow fear to do that. Don't allow your frustrations to forfeit your fortunes, to forfeit your future, to forfeit your finances, to forfeit your family, to forfeit the promises that God has made for your life. It is a guide system to your purpose. And whatever you have, everyone has a different destination. You just got to enter it in. Enter in the destination and it will give you step by step. So some of the books that I've literally read to kind of get me focused and grounded, because let's remember, even though tonight is going to be short, but books are bricks. Okay? Books are bricks. I ain't never heard this before, but I heard it in my spirit. Books are bricks. Bricks to build on ground and surfaces. Read. Get some instructions. Get some fed in you. Get some books. Some good books are The Compound Effect. I will also say Finding Your Why. Again, I'll provide these links. Books are bricks. Get your brick. Get you a few bricks. Study them. Be studious. Take your time. Even if you're in quarantine, dedicate 2 hours a day. Get an Audible. Press play. Get you some bricks to build on the ground, to build on your surface. Leaders are readers. All white bricks. Exactly. Get you some pure bricks and build, because they have substance. They have information. Y'all know I always say relationships is a currency, right? But guess what? For 2022, information is a currency. And it will always be a currency. A lot of people are not where they need to be because of lack of information. Hello? Who am I speaking to? I'm talking to myself. I might just be talking to myself. That's fine though. But because of the lack of information, you don't want to research. You don't want to find. Now, it's one thing to get a lot of information, but now you're overloading yourself. You're overloading your device. And now it don't know where to go. It can't contain it. What have you applied? With all of this information that you have been downloaded, especially last year. Oh, God. I made so many investments last year. OMG. But I was like, I got so overwhelmed with everything that I was getting last year. Who can agree with that? If you made a lot of investments last year, fruitful investments, maybe just one that wasn't, okay. But fruitful investments too, I was overwhelmed with, oh my God, like, oh, I need to put this on the shelf. Oh, okay, let me open this right now. That's that self-inventory. That's that spot where you're like, hold up. Okay, what am I gonna, now I need to download. Now I need to figure out what is the planning. What is prophetically for me? What is going to get me to my purpose? What is going to get me to the path of my purpose? Because of that guide to purpose system, that GPS, just entering your destination, it's going to give you all the instructions. You hear me? So it is so important to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Y'all know I had to, come on now. Y'all know the word of the day then is obviously investment. The action or process of investing for material result. Other words like funding, backing, and stake. What do you have in stake? What have you put in yourself? What have you backed yourself with? What have you funded yourself with? What investments did you make for yourself to get out of the flight of frustration? The cruise of confusion, the train of tragedy. Because now you didn't check out. You said, hold up, get me off this flight. That's why I'm so cloudy. That's why I'm so foggy. That's why I don't know what I'm doing. I checked in the wrong flight. There is no vacancy. It ain't no room available for me. Everybody there, get off. Self-inventory, check your GPS. Do I have the right reception? Do I have the right provider? Come on. Do I have the right device to contain what is designed for my purpose? So have you made the investment, the action or process of investing for results for yourself? Your funding, the backing, that can be research, time. That's so important. Literally, this year is the year that you have to invest in yourself. If you probably did it last year, monetarily wise, but did you take care of self? I told you today's topic was self. Self. S-E.L.F. How can I be successful? How can I be enterprising? How can I be legendary? How can I be fearless? I have to focus on self. Or who's going to give me what I need? You have to have the right provider. If I'm in the right position with the right reception, did I set my GPS, my guide to purpose system, right? Do I have the right device? Can it contain all the things that he has for me? Make the investment. Because, baby, if you don't have the right device, you got to make an investment. Baby, y'all know them iPhones and all them things real expensive. If I switch the analogy, think about making an investment on a phone. Y'all hard if you hear me, hard if you with me. I'm going to sip really quick. But that's good. I don't know if this is just for me. But in order for me to get out of this frustrated flight, I had to unpack my baggage. You have the power to unpack your own baggage. Wait, stop. I'm on the wrong flight. SOS. No, this ain't right. I'm going the wrong way. I am on the wrong track. I am in the wrong path. This is not ordained for my life. This is not my purpose. I'm trying to live out somebody else's dream because I'm watching everybody else. Now I'm trying to figure out why I'm forfeiting my promises. Because I'm trying to do what the Joneses are doing. Now, wrong flight, wrong cruise, wrong trip. Cancel the trip. Cancel it. Get off. Get off. I'm tired of you, Tasha. Get off. So we talked about the word of the day, which is an investment. So it's important that I would say my challenges for me was self-doubt, self-esteem, self-worth. Even as a younger, I always compared myself. I always said, oh gosh, I wish I would have finished college and got my degree. But I didn't. So I truly believe that the adversity set me up for the advancement, for the authority that I'm walking in right now. So although I didn't finish college like I wanted to, although I ain't, a size 10 like I probably want to be. Y'all probably like a 10. Why you didn't say 7? No, I'm from the South. I don't want to be that skinny. But what's so important is that you cannot try to mirror someone else's world. That is not tied to your destiny. That is not tied to your destiny. So again, I told you comparison is a thief of joy. Listen, this is so good because we're on a trajectory of a path to purpose, right? Past Street. I can't look at my phone because I would get nuggets downloaded. And this was a while ago. I wrote down, Past Street will continue to be en route if you don't get over Boulevard. Set your GPS, which is your guide to purpose system, to Prayer Avenue, and it will take you to your destination called Purpose Lane. Just keep driving. You may even get a shortcut. Let me repeat that again for the people in the back. This is so good, y'all. I'm getting full off this. And you would think in the condition that I am, I'd be like, draw it down. No, I was born on a Monday. Okay? Past Street will continue to be en route if you don't reach Get Over It Boulevard. I put something in my post the other day and I said, this 10-year challenge allowed me to reflect on how I had to grow. Ooh. Grow. Grow. I had to grieve over the old me. I was like, oh, y'all, I had to go through a grieving process when I left my job because that was the old me. So because I'm now in the new me, I'm like, oh, no structure, no discipline. Oh, again, it's pros and cons with being self-employed. But literally, I had to grieve that process. The associates, the co-workers. Not that I'm not connected or have rapport, but grieving that life, grieving that old Sharday. Looking at a 10-year challenge, it really gave me introspect to say, oh, wow, why did I feel some kind of way in December? Because I was grieving the old me. That's the G, right? But then I had to realize my calling. That's the R. Realize what my calling was. Like, oh, all right. That's like you grieving over somebody that you lost, but God always have a plan. He have a purpose. That's the way he do. He don't make no mistakes. He gonna get the glory. He'll give you beauty for your ashes. And he gave me beauty for my ashes. Because even when he's the only God truly that can give you addition through subtraction. I say that again. He is the only God that can give you addition through subtraction. Because when you cut some things or you move some things out of the way, he'll give you more. Provision rhymes with division. Okay? So really think about those things. I literally had to grieve myself, realize my calling, then own it. Own my calling. I had to realize I was called, then own my calling. Like, girl, you are gifted. You will lack nothing. What you worried about? He's gonna give you the discipline. You're gonna write the plan and you're gonna do it. You're gonna execute. And then I got to walk in it. Walk in it. Walk it out. Walk in it. Walk it out. I realized I had to grow. 10-year challenge too. I grow spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically, all of that. Still had that red hair. It's dominating, baby. It means power. But it was just so significant that I started this year by happenstance with red hair. I was like, ooh, some of the parts of old me was on fire. Let me adopt that. Come back. Some parts of Musha was like, hey, I didn't really care about what other people thought. I was in an environment that I looked different than everybody. Talk louder, multiple tattoos, red hair, but still had a vivacious personality that people just gravitated to and loved. And that's what got me where I was. Personality. Relationships, information, being different, daring to be different, accepting that I was different and that I was called. So sometimes stop trying to take the elevator in a quick shortcut in the routes because you're trying to get where everybody else trying to get. The elevator full. Remember I said there ain't no room, no vacancy. Get off. Take the stairs. See your steps being ordered one by one. Sometimes the scenic route is better. Sometimes God will take you on a path where the scenic route is better. You get a better view when you follow the destination that he has provided for you in your GPS, your guide to purpose system. So, y'all tell me if this was good. I'm going to end with this, though. I'm going to end with this. I started 10 minutes later, and I think I'm still good on track with my hour. And again, I'll save this, and I'll have playbacks ready for y'all. This will be available on Facebook for 24 hours, and then I have playbacks available on YouTube, and I'll provide links so that y'all can subscribe. Subscribe, baby, to this indie entrepreneur, this super mom. Subscribe as I build this other element for my business. And I'm so excited. I just love giving. And that is through encouragement. That is through entertainment. That is through enlightenment. But I want to end with this. Y'all know my mom and my sister, because I think I did see them on here. They know I am queen of vision board. Do you hear me? Vision board who? Vision board what? Oh, I'm going to do me a vision board. So I literally had a vision board party here, I think, at my home. Because I closed on my home like 2016 or something like that. June 2016. Because I remember vividly, of course, that was a huge milestone. But I remember June because Xavier's birthday month. And I believe I had a vision board party either the end of that year or maybe January of the following year. And I love vision board parties. Like vision this, vision. I had another one 2 years ago. Something about last year, I was like, I don't really want to do no vision board. Although I'm all about Habakkuk. I'm all about write the vision, make it plain. Right? We're writing the vision. We're making it plain, not that it's mediocre. We're making it plain that others can understand it and it can be clear for them to carry out with you. So this is the last vision board that I made. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see it or not. It's like a trifold. And I talked about, I put some hashtags: a believer, supermom, realtor, mentor, singer, debt-free, determination, believe, declare, and change. And I started putting here sold. I put sold. And I think this was in 2019. And then I put this music symbol because I wanted to start really working in my music ministry, my music gift. Can I just tell y'all that all those things have come to pass? I sold homes under my real estate license with a full-time job and being a single mom. It wasn't easy. But I built right relationships. I followed kingdom strategies, and I did it. I'm grateful. Also, finally, was able to executive produce a song that I wrote during 2020, during my new year, which is my birthday, August of 2020, in my quiet time, in my secret place, during quarantine. I wrote a song. I finally went to the studio, and it's going to be available very soon. And then just being that mentor, that super mom, and declaring and decreeing things. I'm still working on being debt free. Oh my God. But I said all this to say I love vision boards. But I'm doing something different this year. Something spoke to me and fed my spirit this week in quarantine. And I literally, first of all, during watch night service, pastor of iLife Ministries, Inspirational Life Ministries, shameless plug, gave everyone that was in service a key to represent the activation of fulfillment. For us to activate and get the keys to our purpose and activate what we are thriving and living for. And I truly believe that some of us are not dominating because we are not working in our dominion. We are not working in the power that we have to dispel negative things. We have to renounce things that have been said upon us that are naysayers, that are negative things. Speak life into your situation. You have to do that for yourself. So this is the method that I am doing this year, and I would love for y'all to join me. It is called enveloping. It's an envelope method. I think it's called envelope method. And instead of a vision board this year, I am writing myself. Again, we are talking about self. I'm going to write a letter to self. I'm going to write a letter to my success. I'm going to write a letter to the enterprise that I'm trying to build. I'm going to write a letter to the legend that I am trying to uphold and create. I'm going to write a letter to the fearless steps that I am going to take, and the trips that I'm going to take, and the rooms that I'm going to enter, and the tables that I'm going to sit at. I am going to write a letter to self. And this letter will consist of me congratulating myself to all the things that I have accomplished by the end of the year. So it's basically foresight. I am speaking it to an existence, but I'm going to write myself a letter instead of a vision board. And I'm going to say, whatever that is for you, whatever those things that you are trying to obtain, whether it is, trying to buy a house, whether it is launching your own business, losing weight, taking your first trip out of the country or out of the town, saving your first $5,000 during the year, building your credit, joining that church, whatever that is, write yourself a letter to congratulate you of what you have accomplished, all in foresight. How does it feel to be a homeowner, Sharday? I'm so proud of you for launching your business. I'm glad you lost 30 pounds. Date it and reflect back. Use this envelope method, and I tell you, I truly believe that if you list it, you will live it. If you list it, you will live it. So follow this method with me. I would love for you guys to jump on board. Let me know if you have any questions. I will have links available if you want to have individual talk and you want to speak with the strategist. I would love for you guys to go and follow and subscribe to my YouTube. I feel good. I am drinking my first day of all of my juice cleansers. I got on Chloe. I sprayed myself real good. I got on my 2019 red wig or whatever. And I just feel great because sometimes what the enemy tries to have for you, God will turn it out and make it good. So I'm just so excited that you guys were able to tune into my third episode of the best day of the week. I pray whatever day you watch this, that it brings you enlightenment and encouragement. I pray that it becomes the best day of the week just from the light, love, and lessons that I provided to you. I'm really, really excited, and y'all just keep following the movement. And I'm excited to hear your stories about your letter to self. Remember, if you really focus on self, you will be successful, enterprising, legendary, and fearless. This is Sharday, the strategist, signing out. I love y'all so much, and thank you for supporting, as always. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all go subscribe. I sent the link in my stories. I hope y'all got some nuggets tonight. I hope y'all got fed. I I literally been juicing all day. I haven't had real substance of food or anything. But I really hope y'all was fed. It fed me. I feel good. I feel great. And yeah. I will have the article available for those who like to read. They're literally going to be on my website for only $1. And I have some online courses that are coming, some automation that is coming, y'all. I'm just so excited about the space that I'm in. I want y'all to join the movement and really focus on self this year. Stop comparing. Stop comparing and start preparing. Stop comparing and start preparing. Be focused on you. Think about the investments. Think about the self-inventory. Get off that flight of frustration. Get out of that cruise of confusion and that train to tragedy. Unpack your baggage. It's slowing me down. Fear, frustration, doubt, naysayers. Unpack that baggage and get on the right path to your purpose. I love y'all. One time for my track from Hurston Milton. Yep.